got royalty inside my DNA. I got canopies, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. 死んだ天性
Hi, back again on the Twist San channel. This time I will discuss the 6th Upper Moon Demon that Hashira Tengen Uzui and Tanjiro are currently fighting. Tanjiro and Uzui struggle to face demon brothers named Daki and Gyutaro. So who exactly are Daki and Gyutaro? How can he be a devil? Watch this video to the end. Gyutaro and Daki are two brothers who are subordinates of the demon lord Kibutsuji Muzan. They are the Upper Moon Demon members with rank 6. Because as Upper Moon Demon members, Gyutaro and Daki possess such great power that they are known to have killed and eaten at least 20 Hashira during their stint. Daki and Gyutaro during a fight with Tengen Uzui with Tanjiro and his friends almost killed them all. And unfortunately, Tengen Uzui had to lose one of his hands. Despite their cruelty, Daki and Gyutaro actually have a very dark story as long as they live as humans. They even have to deal with situations when they were young with humiliation and very harsh life in the district they live in. This is the story of Gyutaro and Daki, starting about 240 years ago in a district famous for its nightlife. The district was called the lowest caste Rashomangasi Entertainment District. Their mother was a comfort woman who worked in the district. But because it comes from the lowest caste, the mother had to experience social discrimination and made her life difficult. This is also exacerbated by the harsh and poor competitive conditions in the district where he lives. So that when the mother was pregnant with Gyutaro, she even attempted suicide many times, though ultimately failed to do so. After Gyutaro was born in the world, his mother's nature became worse. Because he considered his son only a burden and he tried to kill his own son. Lucky even though Gyutaro was born with a body as weak as a twig. But Gyutaro was able to survive the torture of his mother who intended to kill him. Gyutaro then grows up to be an unkempt and very thin child. Coupled with his ugly condition living in the middle of a nightlife district that is famous for always upholding appearances, Gyutaro has to experience humiliation and abuse in his life. The residents around the district always threw stones at Gyutaro. Gyutaro even has to eat mice and insects to survive. Gyutaro's only treasure was a scythe that he found from a district customer who forgot to bring the scythe. Years later, Gyutaro feels that his fate will change when his younger sister, Ume, is born into the world. For those of you who don't know, Ume is the name of a human that was owned by Daki before he turned into a demon. Different from Gyutaro, Daki was born with a perfect physique, where the sister has a very beautiful and charming face. But unfortunately, it still does not change the nature of their mother. Her mother hates Daki because of the color of her hair and eyes and intends to kill her. Knowing that the younger brother will be killed by his own mother, Gyutaro then became very angry and went berserk. This frightened their mother and distanced them from her. Until finally, their mother died of an illness. After the death of his mother, the lives of the brothers became even more difficult. Because he has no place to live and ends up making them both live on the streets through endless misery. Gyutaro alone has to take care of young Daki. But even so, he promised his sister to stay together no matter what happens. As a child, Daki has a very beautiful face, even adult men and women will be attracted when she sees it. Because of her beauty, when Daki smiles, someone will give something to her. This treatment gradually changes the lives of Gyutaro and Daki, thus giving them hope of rising from poverty. Daki is then recruited to work at the district's most prestigious nightclub. Daki is given the training to become an oiran. During his training, Daki became an oiran with the best education and high-class service from where he worked. Before her training was over, Daki had even made a lot of money attracting customers because of her beauty. Daki's fame and achievements make Gyutaro a fortune. So Gyutaro then started working as a debt collector in the district where they lived. As a debt collector, Gyutaro is famous for his strength and is also very cruel. This made everyone in the district afraid to deal with him. But all of this situation ended in an instant, when Daki gouged out one of the eyes of his customer who was a samurai. Daki did it because he felt disapproved when the samurai insulted his brother. The incident made the samurai and the manager of his workplace angry. So Daki is then dragged out to be punished. Then Daki was burned alive and left to die in the ditch. Unfortunately, when this incident happened, Gyutaro was not with him, because Gyutaro was carrying out his duty of collecting debts. When Gyutaro came back to see his little sister, how shocked he was to find Daki already dying with all body parts burned. Gyutaro immediately hugged Daki's body and started screaming out of anger over what happened to his sister. Not finished mourning his sister's condition, Gyutaro suddenly fell down after his back was slashed by a merchant from a samurai who burned Daki's body. It turns out that the samurai deliberately cooperated with the manager where Daki worked to get rid of him. Because Gyutaro is notorious when it comes to collecting debts. Before they could continue their conversation, in the blink of an eye, Gyutaro got up and instantly killed Daki's manager. This made the samurai surprised and tried to attack. But quickly Gyutaro managed to cut the sword and split the head of the samurai. Gyutaro then started to carry Daki's charred body and took him around town for help. Unfortunately, the struggle was in vain, because everyone in the district, no one wants to help them. When Gyutaro started to fall from his exhaustion and severe injuries, suddenly the upper moon demon, Doma, approached them. Doma came after eating some of the geisha in the district, and he felt sorry for Daki and Gyutaro's condition. Then Doma offered Gyutaro to become a demon. Because of the grudge in his heart, Gyutaro accepted the offer. Since then, Gyutaro and Daki finally survive after receiving blood from demons and turning them into demons. Years later, these two brothers managed to terrorize and conquer the district where they live. So that achievement made Muzan make them a member of the 6th-ranked top moon demon. As members of the moon demon above, Gyutaro and Daki are powerful demons because they are known to have killed and eaten at least 20 Hashira's people during their duties. But that achievement finally changed after Tengen Uzui with Tanjiro and his friends came to the district where they lived to carry out a mission. After going through a great fight, in the end Gyutaro and Daki were defeated after having their heads chopped off at the same time. Strength: as a member of the moon demon over Gyutaro and Daki has quite unique abilities and strengths. Gyutaro is a strong demon and also very fast. He can even change places in the blink of an eye to teleport. Gyutaro also has the ability to turn his flesh into weapons. He also has blood that can be controlled to do attack or defense. Gyutaro's blood also contains a deadly poison. So the poison almost killed Tengen Uzui and Tanjiro. With all the advantages he has compared to his younger brother Daki, Muzan admits that only Gyutaro is worthy of being the upper moon demon. Daki has the power to manipulate the flesh from his body into an obi sash, which is very effective when used. At the end of their deaths, Gyutaro and Daki actually argue because they have experienced defeat. It made Tanjiro feel sorry for him, then advised them to stick together because in truth they were brother and sister. After the two of them were in the afterlife, Daki, who was about to go to heaven, chose to go with Gyutaro, who went to hell. Though Gyutaro initially refused and insisted on following him, because they remember their promise that they will always be together no matter what happens. Daki then jumps onto Gyutaro's back and in the end, the brothers walk together towards the hellfire. Gyutaro and Daki's death makes Muzan very angry, until he gathers all the members of the upper moon demon into the Infinity Castle. threatens them not to make mistakes like Gyutaro and Daki. Besides that, for Kagaya Ubuyashiki, this victory bodes well for the demon hunter side. Because after hundreds of years, they were finally able to defeat one of the members of the Upper Moon Demon. That's the story of Gyutaro and Daki's past. What do you think? What a sad past. Thank you for watching this video to the end. See you in the next video.